I am Melissa. I'm now going to be a graduate of Business and Management at UWE from Singapore. Moved to the UK when I was 15. My mum is Singapore Chinese. My dad is British. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is about me.
Thank you. So in terms of your studies at UWE, what attracted you to study business and management?
Yes, so I did A-level business studies and I also did psychology, and I was leaning more towards psychology at the start of sixth form. Then towards the end, started thinking more about business, and I was like, oh, I do think I actually enjoy it more. So that's when I was like, okay, I think I want to do something business related at uni. And for me, I didn't want to specify what I wanted to do. So for me, I was like, okay, let's go do something jack of all trades, you know, get a little bit of everything with business and management, which is why I chose it.
Brilliant. And thinking about UWE specifically, what attracted you to this university?
The business school. You know, we were the first cohort to use it. It was brand new. You know, I heard a lot of good things about it, how much, you know, effort had been put into designing the space. And on top of that, you know, Bristol is a really, really nice city. You know, I've heard so many good things. Everyone was like, there's a little bit of everything for everyone, you know, depending what you like and what you like to do. There's always something going on. I think that's why I chose UWE.
Yeah. Oh, that's exciting. And it is a great building and a great space to study in. So
it's fantastic.
Looking back at your studies whilst you've been here, I think you did a placement year. Is that right?
Yes, study year abroad.
Yeah, study year abroad, fab. So can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so I did my study year abroad at Ohio in the US. There were so many places to choose from at the start. So I was a bit, you know, didn't really know where to go, but I decided, you know, toss the net a little bit further out, go to Ohio. So I went there. It was really, really fun. It was very different. You know, the way they teach in America is very different to the UK. A lot of what we do here is a lot of essay-based stuff. And then over there is a lot of pub quizzes, a lot of exams, a lot of tests, things like that, which was very different, but I think it was really, really good. And with study year abroad, I had a lot of freedom with what I wanted to study. It had to be obviously business and management related, but I did have a lot more scope of what I could study. So I ended up actually studying a lot more supply chain modules when I was out there, which actually led me to, I think, securing a graduate job in that space actually.
Oh, that's great. So you're now obviously finished, or you know, towards the end, and you're embarking on a new adventure, a new chapter. How do you feel about that? Are you nervous, excited?
I am nervous. I feel like, you know, when you're in education, you're like, kind of don't want to be in education. You want to be out there working. But now that you're at the end of education, you're like, I don't really want to work. So I am feeling a bit of nerves about that. But I am excited about what is to come, you know, what's next, and see where to go next, you know. Things like that.
And you've, I think, as I understand it, you've secured a few different opportunities or different options, and you've now picked one, or not quite yet?
Well, yeah, I was so surprised that I actually managed to secure more than one job. You know, I was applying to so many jobs since the start of the year. You know, I was in touch with my program leader, Neil, and I was telling him, I'm applying for this, I'm applying for that. And he was like, that's really good. But, you know, you get a lot of rejection. So I really wasn't expecting a lot. And I know it's a very difficult market for graduates now. So kind of worried, but then managed to secure 3 jobs.
That's fantastic.
So well done you. One is in transport, which I think has to do with my experience working part-time during my time studying. I made it a real point when I was coming to university to not just work on the side to kind of earn money, but to gain experience that I could actually use to help me get a graduate job in the future. And so I ended up working in transport and sustainable travel, which I think is the catalyst for how I managed to secure a job in supply chain and a job in transport as well. And another one.
That's fantastic. And do you think your study year abroad has enhanced your kind of career prospects? So the fact that you've got these 3 opportunities?
Definitely. I think especially when I was doing interviews and stuff, it was always a topic of interest, especially when one of the companies that offered me a job is a multinational company. So, you know, they work with very diverse workforce. You know, they have places all around the world that you can, you know, go and be placed at. So for them, it was really important that they know someone who's culturally aware and understands what it means to, really communicate with different people from different backgrounds. And so, I think going and immersing myself in a different culture, especially, learning how to communicate, learning, local lingo, local slang as well, was really, really important. And I think it definitely did help. Now when they asked me, they were like, oh, do you want to move abroad in the future? I was like, yeah, of course. And I would actually be confident in moving to, like, for example, the US or somewhere in Asia, because I have experience in those areas, talking to people from those parts of the world. Yeah.
And is that something you think you would like to do as a UWE grad? Would you like to sort of spread your wings and work internationally?
Definitely. I think, like, the way the world is now, the opportunities are there. And, I'll have time later to, settle down, find a place to call home. But for now, the world is your oyster.
Absolutely.
Yeah, casting it out, go far.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah. Oh, it's such an adventure that you're embarking on. It's fantastic. And reflecting, I suppose, have you got highlights through your years of study? What would be kind of...
Yeah, actually, my biggest highlight, I would say, from my time here is actually participating in the business case competitions.
Okay.
They were organised. One of them was organised my first year of uni, and then the other one was second year of uni.
Yeah.
Basically, what there was is that you're stuck in a room in the business building for 24 hours.
Okay.
That you can't use your phones, you can't contact the outside world. You get given a case study, and you have to come up with a presentation for a panel of judges at the end for, said company's problems. So I got my group of friends to do it. We weren't really expecting much because we were just first years, new to learning, don't really know much about it, but we actually came in second place.
Brilliant.
Which was really, really exciting. And then after that, the organisers organised a regional competition, and they asked us to represent UWE. So we ended up doing that as well, and we came in third place, in the whole region, which was really, really, really exciting. And I think that experience alone is what, shows that and exemplifies, working under pressure, what maybe a consultancy firm would kind of experience, and is another big talking point for me during interviews as well.
And would you say you've had a fair number of those kinds of opportunities at UWE to work with sort of real world scenarios?
Yeah. I mean, the enterprise hub that we have, they're always, working with other people, and they're also there to support you if you want to start your own business. They also have a lot of internships that you can get involved in. And like I said, these competitions, they take part over a weekend. So if you're not looking for like such a long-term commitment, there was that opportunity as well to get that type of experience. So the opportunities are there. You just got to go find them and, take part.
And again, just with a bit of a reflection, would you say that you've been successful over your time at UWE and in securing a job?
I'd like to think so. I feel like success is relative, but in my idea of what success is, I do think I am successful, because I think for me the goal was to secure a graduate job. I think that's what and why everyone comes to university. Definitely think UWE has prepared me for that. And now I'm excited, now I've secured like more than one. So I have to decide what I'm going to do. But, the opportunities are there, and I'm happy to be in this place, in this spot. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much. It's been really, really fantastic to have you here today to talk to us about your experience of university and about what you're going to do moving forward. So thank you again.
Thank you,
and we wish you every success in your future endeavours.
Thank you.